everybody, it's Britt. Thank you so much for checking out my weekly weigh-in. So today is Friday and I usually do them on Thursdays. However, this week I was even not sure. Let me back up. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be doing videos anymore because, you know, I didn't like that YouTube took down my last video. So, but with the responses that I got back, which helped me know that, you know, I could possibly be helping other people, made me feel really good. Because I originally started these kind of just to, as we do, vlog ourselves and see ourselves kind of and the changes and things. And, you know, then it really turned into me being more of part of the community and everything. So then I decided, you know, I'm going to go ahead and continue it. I'm not going to let YouTube hold me down, you know. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So again, I'm Britt. I'm 45. I am currently on 5 milligrams of Zepbound. I did my first 2 months on the 2.5 milligrams, and then now I've been on the last 3 months at the 5 milligrams. So just to recap on week 18, a quick recap on 18. I'm on week 19 weigh-in, that's right. Okay, so for week 18, I started around 177, and then I was able to lose pounds and went down to 174. And that week was really weird. I really did not expect to have that, those being lost that week. I didn't think anything was going to be lost that week. I ate more that week. Food noise was back. I mean, I exercised and I kept up that stuff, but I just didn't feel, I had no side effects. I just felt like it wasn't working, but it did. I guess it was a whoosh or a dump maybe, because the week prior I had this as my weight loss. I don't even know how to say it anymore, guys. I don't want to say the numbers or anything. I don't. So I'm going to try to be somewhat secret co-op in some of these videos, I guess. So that was great for last week, but it was also one of the first weeks to kind of tell me maybe I need to move up from 5 milligrams. Like I said, I've been on it now for 3 months. So then this last week was going to kind of determine really that factor. So getting into that, I started this week at 174.4, and I had all the cravings. I was hungry. I kept going and looking in my fridge, knowing, you know, it was harder this week for me to stay focused. You know, I really wanted to eat bad stuff. I didn't, but it was harder this time to do that. Let's see. I had no side effects. So constipation, diarrhea, all of that was fine. I didn't have any nausea. Even the fatigue was gone, which was weird because that has really been the worst side effect I've had this whole time. Let's see, what else? One moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I had my hubby and kid walk through. So I've put them in the dungeon for a little bit and told them not to come out. All right, so to recap, yep, so no side effects or anything like that. So the starting weight, my starting weight of that week was 174.4, and my ending weight was 173.6. So 0.8. 0.8. I'm just, jokes aside, you know, I don't know how to, anyways. All right, so not much. So again, that was my sign that I needed to go ahead and titrate up to the 7.5 milligrams. My BMI, that went down a little point, but I gained fat and I lost muscle as well. And again, I exercised. I was even sore this week because of the exercise. I'm not pushing myself too hard. I just ended up going to the gym now, and I'm using more weights and stuff, so my body's, you know, starting to get used to that again. All right, so with my doctor's appointment I had on Wednesday to talk about the 7.5 that I wanted, everything was fine. She'd even suggested it last month, but I said I wanted one more month. So she went ahead and she orders them while she's on the phone with me. Now, I've always assumed that maybe it's just like a drop down or something, because she's always saying, okay, I'm ordering you I'm going to go ahead and pick, is what she says, the 5 milligrams 0.5 subcutaneous vials. So this time she was like, oh, it's just the vials are here, and the one use pen, I don't see any quick pen multi-use pen or anything here. So she said I'm not able to choose that. So what she said she did is put in the description of the prescription that she's ordering the quick pen. So she sends it off to Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly messages me back saying they've got it. Then they message me back saying the prescription has been rejected because of the description. So I call them and they tell me that is all they can see is it's the signature. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's the description, because she's trying to order me the quick pen that you guys just came out with on Monday. Excuse me. And it wasn't, she didn't have that choice to choose it. So she wrote it in the thing, in the description. So they said, there's nothing we can do. You can have her call our line. We can do a verbal, or have her fix a prescription. And I was like, there's nothing she can fix. There's nowhere in her system that she can order the quick pen. They couldn't help me. Eli Lilly's been pretty okay, but this is the first time that they couldn't help me, and that sucked. So then I had to send a message to my doctor. It's through Teledoc, and let her know, hey, this has been rejected. They didn't like the description. Can you call? And they said you can do a verbal. There's a fly, big giant fly around. And sent them a message. I never got a message back from them. So then later that day, I get a message. I sent the post out that, hey, telling everybody my quick pen, I just ordered them and something's happening. And then during that post, I had gotten a message from Eli Lilly. Well, all that was telling them that they still needed an update from my doctor. So later that evening, I then got a text from Eli Lilly saying that my prescription's being updated and I can order it. I can now check out or whatever. So I go to check out, and it's the 7.5 vials. I was this fly. Oh, gonna drive me nuts. I'm really quick. I can usually catch them, you guys. Crazy. But anyways, I feel like I almost got that one. Anyways, yeah, so it's the vials. And I was upset because I really wanted to try that quick pen. I was excited for it. Then I got to think. My shot that I took last night on Thursday was the first shot that I did not shake. Now, with this new quick pen, you do have to change the needle every time. Then you have to prime the pen, so to make sure the needle works. So you got to make sure some liquid squirts out. And then you get it set, and then you pop it in wherever, and then you still plunge it down like you would a needle, right? Like you would a needle. So I was like, what is the difference here? With the vial, all I've got to do is stick that needle in, bring out the liquid, and then pop that sucker in. I thought it was more like, and I didn't research the UK quick pens or anything, so I didn't see that. I've seen that other looking pen that these are, but I didn't think that it worked different. I really thought, okay, you click it once for week 1 and you pop it in 2 clicks, right? Like the other pen works. No, this isn't. It's more intense. You're still having to change out the needle. You still have to check to see if it works. And sometimes if the needle can get dust in it, it can get issues to where that needle doesn't work. If you run out of needles, SOL. So I started thinking, well, dang, now am I finally used to these vials? So maybe I'm just going to continue with the vials. So anyways, that's how it is. Apparently my doctor was not able to order the quick pen because it wasn't updated in their system yet. So that sucks. Now I've heard others have been able to order it, and that's great. So she did order me 2 months worth of 7.5. So next Thursday I will be taking my first 7.5 and seeing how that works. Now I'm nervous because I believe my body's got way used to that 5 milligrams, that when that 7.5 hits, it is gonna hit. I feel I'm gonna have side effects all over the place. But I've also heard mixed reviews that it is it can be the most intense one as far as side effects. I've heard also people have lost the most weight on 7.5. A lot of people are staying on 7.5, but a lot of people stayed on 5 milligrams too. So I'm just curious on how all that's going to work out. So if you are currently on 7.5 or you've shortly have switched on over, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know, how it's been working out for you, and, and how you titrated up and everything. So I'm really interested in finding out more about the 7.5 peeps out there. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. And that's all I got. Yeah. So I hope you guys all have a great week. And I was trying to think I had stuff. I'm so scatterbrained right now today, guys. I'm sorry. All right. Bye, y'all.